All right, we call this meeting Clarksville-Montgomery County School Board. All righty, we'll follow this Pledge of Allegiance and then a moment of silence.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty, public conversation. We have one speaker tonight, Monica Meeks. Push the silver button to the left.
Thanks to the rise of partisan school board races, this board has made history, just not the kind anyone should be proud of. Congratulations on becoming the least academically qualified board in CMCSS history. And for clarity's sake, a Bible college certificate is not an accredited degree. Since the Bible was brought into this space, let's talk about it. Many of you quote scriptures, yet your actions contradict its teachings. Suffer the little children and forbid them not applies to all children. Education is for every child, not just for those who fit your politics. You should encourage civic engagement from the entire community, not just those who agree with you. I will leave you with some actual quotes by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., since some of you like to misquote him. The guardians of the status quo are always on hand with their oxygen tents to keep the old order alive. I have the audacity to believe that people everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits. Another Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King quote, "Segregationists have declared democracy is not worth having if it involves equality. The segregationist goal is a total reversal of all reforms, with reestablishments of naked oppression and, if need be, a native form of fascism." I have more important things to focus on, as do most of you, but since my name is in some of your mouths, I thought I would show up today. I lost 2 soldiers to suicide in my 30s, and the impact has stayed with me well into my 50s. It still affects me deeply as an adult. I can only imagine what school-aged children feel when they lose classmates, especially when schools respond so casually. Mental health is serious, and it should never be treated as an afterthought. Every life matters, and all that includes every student, including those in the LGBTQIA community. They all deserve care, protection, and a school environment that takes their well-being seriously. There are over 800 unhoused students that fall in the CMCSS. So I was quiet at the meeting, but I didn't have to be. And I would think a school board rep that's there would care that we have over 800 kids that are unhoused in this county. Y'all have a good night.
Okay, moving on to approval of consent agenda. Mr. Mabry, motion. Second. Ms. Berry, we have a motion and a second. Please call for the vote. Please cast your vote. All those satisfied with your vote? Okay. Please close the vote. Motion carries. All right, policy monitoring. Dr. Linovitter, EL2.
Board, please find in your board packet information on Executive Limitation 2, Communication with the Public. This executive limitation has 3 compliance expectations. A number of feedback opportunities have continued this year with stakeholder and advisory groups. Senior leadership team members lead these communication groups and provide information requested by the group's constituency. Also, the district website offers several ways in which feedback may be provided using continuous improvement process. In partnership with Upbeat, a robust survey was dispatched to all district employees in the fall of 2025. Parents were surveyed in the fall, and another will go out this spring. Additionally, the district's strategic work is presented to all stakeholder groups. Finally, the financial state of the district is audited annually, and quarterly reports are provided to the board and county commission. Chairman Lanier, this concludes EL2.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Okay. Moving on to, oh, sorry. Motion from Mr. Griffey, second from Mr. Garland. Please open the vote. All those satisfied with your vote? Please close the vote. Motion carries. Okay, moving on to item 2, EL9.
Board, please find in your packet information on Executive Limitation 9 school year calendar. This executive limitation has 3 compliance expectations to ensure the director of school prepares a district calendar and school calendar that best meet the instructional needs of students. The school calendar for 27-28 reflects the requirements outlined in EL9. Additionally, the representative stakeholder group used the same guidelines as were reviewed and discussed by all focus groups last year to develop the 27-28 calendar. Adjustments to the 26-27 calendar will be made and brought to the board should legislative changes arise. Chairman Lanier, this concludes my update for EL9.
Okay. All right. Anybody got any discussion? Okay.
I move to accept the report.
Okay. Motion from Mr. Griffey, second from Mr. Garland. Please open the vote. Everyone satisfied? Please call the vote. Motion carries. Okay, comments. Fort Campbell School Liaison Officer. Okay, thanks. CMCEA.
Good evening, Board. As an educator, I'm always happy to have a snow day or two, but I know the effect that an extended time out of school has on our students, educators, and educational results. While it may seem that educators are relishing in the extended time off, and some are, but we're actually thinking and reworking lesson plans and trying to find the time in our already overpacked daily schedule to teach all of the content in our standards. While the number of days to teach our content may be reduced, the amount of standards assessed on the TCAP and end-of-course exams will not be reduced, and the testing window remains the same. When we get back to school, please don't remind educators that they had an extended time off due to no fault of their own, but be mindful that educators lost time to fulfill the expectations that will remain the same. Thank you.
Kathy's not here? No. Okay. County Commissioners, any comments?
Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay warm.
Board members? All right, go Miss Berry. She pushed her button first.
As we are warm in our homes, even though it's frozen solid outside, let us remember those that are not warm. Those, there's 250,000 people in Nashville area alone without power, without water, without the amenities that they need to have a comfortable life. So as we go in prayer, let us remember those who are suffering. Because when one of us hurt, we all hurt. As humans, I care, as a human, I care about others. So let's do what we can. All of us can pray and be kind and help others every opportunity we get. Thank you.
Mr. Mabry?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Elijah, our school board member student. He was in the Leaf Chronicle about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it just a highlight of all the amazing things he's done here as a student. And we're proud of you, man. Just want to give you a shout out.
Mr. Garland?
Yeah, I would like to thank the staff, the director, for actually thinking about safety and making sure that our children are being safe as we try to plan for the next next task that we're going to be performing. You know, it's always good to know that you're in a district that has one primary objective: is making sure that our children are educated properly, that they are prepared to enter into the next level of their lives as productive human beings. Again, Dr. Luna, thank you and your staff for a job well done.
Anybody else? Okay. Directors of Schools report.
Good evening, board members. It's good to see everyone after a bit of a reprieve from our snow and ice event. Thank you to the Montgomery County Highway Department, Clarksville City Street Department, CDE, CEMC, as well as our operations, maintenance, and custodial crews who have been and will continue to be working throughout the weekend to try to have us back to school as soon as safely possible. I also want to acknowledge School Board Appreciation Week. I am thankful and appreciative to have 7 school board members who are engaged and always looking to make the best decisions for students. Thank you for what you do every day. Chairman Lanier, this concludes my report for the evening.
Okay. With that, we're adjourned.